Can AI convergence with blockchain enhance security and privacy?
Thank you, guys. So let's go again. Introductions. I did myself already, but I'll do it again. I'm Fernando. I'm founder and CEO of Relays. And we are a communications protocol, hyper-secure, privacy-focused. And I've been in cybersecurity for quite some time. So Dima, very famous guy here.
I want to snore. Okay. Hi, my name is Dima. I'm from Ukraine. I started my career at Deloitte, spent 8 years there, and we launched Hacken in 2017. It's a cybersecurity vertically integrated company. We worked with 1,200 plus projects since our start. Hacken is almost 150 people. We work with almost all top brands, building tools as well, building some products. Yeah, thank you.
Hello. Yeah, hi. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Manan Shah. I'm the founder of Avalance Global Solutions. We're securing government and enterprise network across the globe. We have around 120 people, and we have offices in 4 countries, UAE, India, US, and Singapore. Thank you.
Rosso.
Hi, my name is Antoni Zolciak. I'm one of the co-founders of Aleph. We're a layer 1 privacy enhancing blockchain. We started in 2018, and this year we're deploying our multi-chain privacy layer, which we're very excited about.
Fantastic. So I have prepared some very hard questions for you guys. So let me just get this on. Don't get scared. I'm not that scary, you know. But I want to start really with the headline of this panel. Yeah. And I know there is some people who agree with this, some people don't, and just free to give your vision as well, not just your opinion. But can AI convergence with blockchain enhance security and privacy? So that's really the headline of our panel, yeah? And is it convergence or is it intersection? Because they are 2 different things, yeah? Who wants to go first?
No, I was expecting this question, but not in the way convergence, interception. The quick answer is that the ChatGPT will never allow you to search for vulnerabilities, and it will never be open, and basically to prevent black hats to find vulnerabilities to take advantage out of it. So from the open market, it won't be possible to basically, obsolete the work of auditors. From the other side, are security companies looking into AI technology to improve their operation effectiveness, to cut the time and cut the costs to perform an audit? Yeah, they do, for sure. Can AI audits do the job for small and medium project with the same quality as the human doing? Probably also yes. So will AI audits overtake the job of middle-sized and small audit companies? Also yes. But if we talk about complex projects, if we talk about multi-chain, multi-platforms, different GitHubs, when you need to execute complex attacks with doing a lot of steps with a lot of money, then I don't think that AI is the tool that can cover all the potential can identify all the potential attack vectors. So it's good to have it, but it's not the game changer.
I think money learning can be used to predict and prevent the future exploit by analyzing pattern and trends data. It can also identify these potential vulnerabilities before they are exploited. I think this allows the developer to take a proactive measure to mitigate these vulnerabilities.
Yeah, so how we see it is basically there's AI, there's blockchain, both are going to happen or are happening. But we're approaching this more from a standpoint of, say, supporting different AI-focused startups that are seeking to build on the network. One of the examples would be, for instance, Interlock, which is a threat detection engine that's powered by actual, AI. And then in combination with certain privacy-preserving capabilities of a blockchain network, you can decentralize the logic, you can help with heuristics to some extent. So this is sort of the direction we're going at. You can have different AI apps that somehow utilize a blockchain network, and this we already see happening.
Okay. Yeah, I actually believe that it's going to be convergent instead of intersection, because there's so many things that AI is not solution for everything. And we know that AI, for defensive AI, it doesn't work. Yeah, it just doesn't. The attack vectors, everything's very different. The hackers, GTAs, governments, yeah, they have so much resource. They all use different type of attack vectors, so it's not possible. Now, using AI for attacking, now that's a total different ballgame, because you can create models that are constantly changing all the different type of attack vectors, even creating new attack vectors, yeah? So I think that we will see at some point some convergence with AI and blockchains, because there's many things that AI will never be able to produce a totally full audit. I totally agree with you. So everything that you said, I totally agree. But there's other perspectives, yeah, which takes me to the next question, yeah, which is smart contracts executions, yeah. Can AI really help, in terms of monitoring smart contracts, monitoring even transactions that are on blockchain, monitoring when people, with a wallet, yeah, it's how they're going to interact with smart contracts, Can they actually monitor all of these executions in real time and try to help?
Again, to be honest, I think that the perception of AI should not be like it's something very innovative. It's something like a breakthrough. No, it's just an additional tool that can optimize some of your processes. And always when you are thinking about implementing AI as a businessman, you need to think about time and costs to develop and adopt this solution towards your business process, and how much time it will in the end save to you. So if we are talking about monitoring of transactions and monitoring the whole network, or at least one network or different chains, there are already tools. They are pretty good. Forta from OpenZeppelin, they have already huge database of the scripts and alerts that are monitoring a lot of events, almost all the events in Ethereum and other EVM comparable chains. And you don't need AI to help you to set up alerts that you want. It can be done in one day by a professional or professional firm to help you to reach the goal that you really want to reach. So again, I want to try today. I want to try to decrease the hype of AI, if it's possible.
No doubt AI can't replace this manual audit of the smart contract, but AI can help this mitigate this vulnerability infrastructure and at least get this intelligence report and the insights. It can be help for the smart contract.
Right. So to me, it's a very interesting, like the regulatory aspect of things is very interesting. Whether AI can, if an AI can deploy smart contracts, then how would that apply to DeFi, for instance? You know, just recently we've been discussing the developer's responsibility for deploying a smart contract that does X, Y, and Z, right? Because we're talking on one hand about decentralization, on the other you've got people who are writing and deploying smart contracts. So in this, and it's, you know, to an extent, it's a hypothetical discussion, but you can argue that, say, a smart contract deploying another smart contract by itself would help when it comes to actual decentralization, and maybe to an extent AI can do that as well. Yeah, but I'm with you about decreasing the hype to a large extent. Yeah, and there's too much of that for now.
Yeah, I know you guys have private smart contracts as well, so that helps quite a bit in terms of, you know, not allowing external interactions and so on. Yeah, and that decreases kind of the entry points and the attack vectors and so on, which is great. Yeah. So from my perspective, yeah, I keep telling people there's a lot of hype on ChatGPT, and ChatGPT, okay, generative AI is great, it helps in a lot of stuff, but it's not really AI from my perspective. It's a bot, you know, and there's nothing intelligent about it, you know. It's just intelligent automation. But from an AI perspective, true AI, not talking about chatbots, you know, I'm talking about true AI that is being created. There's different, I mean, so many different areas it can cover when it comes into help on monitoring smart contracts, for example, yeah, because, you know, the human brain is not as fast as it is in real time to try to avoid disasters in real time. It is about, like you said, the processes, yeah, and all of those things are defined, and are defined by humans, you know, but those automations of those processes and creation of processes based on certain rules, you know, can be created also by real AIs, yeah? We're not there yet. Now, the execution part of it, for me, is quite interesting because no humans, yeah, have the ability to react quickly, you know, when it comes to an execution. Yeah, they can be alerted of something, and then the humans then perform an action. You can't, as a human, try to figure out what are going to be the actions based on what the attack it is. Yeah. So, do you think there is a possibility of AI to figure out in real time what is the right thing to do when it comes to execution of contracts, transactions, and so on?
I think you're really underestimating the current status of the monitoring and alerting tools, because actually, like how Forta works, for example, yeah. Like Forta is a leader,
yeah,
and we are following Forta. We have made our front ends and our like how to use their scripts. So their scripts are monitoring the network in the terms like from the first step that the hacker is doing. So the first step is usually like either like depositing a new wallet with like stolen funds previously, taking these wallets through the Tornado Cash or any other mixer, and then doing some other magic, let's say like this. So Forta and other monitoring and alerting tools, they identify already, like from the first step, some shady activity. They identify these wallets, and this information that some wallet started some suspicious activity is transferred to everywhere where it's needed. And already, like those DeFi, NFT protocols or whatever, they already know that we will blacklist these new wallets and everything that is associated with that. And already it won't be possible to interact with our blockchain to make any transaction or whatever. So, and there are a lot of already like similar type of alerts, similar type of scripts that are monitoring like all the blockchains, all the stuff, and that prevent from such contracts to interact with your product. So the landscape is moving fast. I can't say that it's something that is in the market for a long time. Like Forta became like good, let's say, at ATH Bogota. And there was a very nice presentation from 𝐒𝐤𝐬𝐬. I think 𝐒𝐤𝐬𝐬, one of the top guys in the industry who is doing properly all the monitoring and alerting. Are you from Forta? Yeah, so the space is emerging, and I think it's not that bad as that we require AI that will come and save the world.
My friend, talking about FOTA, because everybody is doing the smart contract auditing and everything, but in this industry, we need a continuous monitoring, as you said. So I think we're also planning to develop a, which called the 𝐒𝐭𝐨𝐬𝐬, AI-based automatic smart contract auditing platform, which is integrated with SIEM. Which you know about the Security Operational Center, where the SIEM and all monitoring. So we are planning to build, and if any vulnerabilities or any transactions, fake transactions happen, they will show this and push notifications like that.
Right. So from like a perspective of L1 developers, what we want is for our users to be aware of any changes in the code, and ideally to have that translated to a certain like language that even non-technical people can understand. So how, for instance, what changed and what is the result of that change, right? Because in most cases right now, if you execute an audit, then anyone can change anything a month afterwards, and we've touched upon this prior to the panel. And that leaves sort of normal users in the dark, and they shouldn't be in the dark ever again, especially after last year. So, however we solve that as an industry, I'm perfectly fine with, whether that's AI, whether that's monitoring tools like.
Yeah, thank you, Anton. I agree on that. Like in terms of monitoring and alerting, we have much bigger problems than like to prevent hacker attacks. We have a bunch of blank spots in the industry that founders are hiding, and that we need to solve it. Like changes in the smart contract is one thing. Uploading different than the audited code is another thing. Doing the when you're bridging the following the tokenomics that is in white paper and following the vesting schedules is another thing. Like we just made the research. Only 30% of IDOs of 2021, 2022 are following the tokenomics that they were announcing. 70% are changing in that way or another the vesting schedules. And that's ridiculous. Around 10% from the first review, we know that inflating their circulation, not even circulation supply, total supply of their tokens when they do bridging to different chains. Like we still have so many like low-level stupid problems that are harming our industry. Like let's solve them first.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you guys. Yeah, and I'm just was wondering really from a predictive perspective, and not so much in terms of being reactive, because when it's reactive, almost 95% of the times it's too late. The guy is already in there, the guy is already doing something. You can only mitigate by having those automation processes on all these type of tools that are doing monitoring. So I think, my personal opinion is I think AI has a place when it comes to actually predict maybe what's going to be the next actions, and then do the alerts and say, hey, this might happen in the next minute or so, So I think there is a place because humans can't react as fast as an AI, but we are not there. I don't know anyone who has built anything like that yet, okay? Because many reasons, people are just focused on generative AI, which is these bots and chats and so on, and less focus in actually trying to see in terms of being predictive, on some of those actions. But we can continue the conversation.
But why humans? You don't need human to react.
Yeah, I know. You can automate a lot of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why I said intelligence automation and not AI, which is a different thing. But that's why I said there is no AI has been built that can take to the next level. So I agree with all of you. But I think there's a big place for AI. I've been thinking about this for quite a while, and there's more from a layer one perspective, there's the old problem, the speed, the scalability, and security, and you have to compromise one of them. It's very hard to balance the three, and that's the dilemma in blockchain. We know that for a long time already, yeah? And usually it's security that gets compromised because it's a race for who has more TPS, that's the best chain, and so on, So do you think we could have potentially AI build or converge AI with blockchain that can actually balance those three S's, in real time? Because I haven't seen anybody even thinking, or I didn't read a paper for anyone even thinking about that, because at some point, depending on the number of users, you might need to scale it, up or down, or you might need to have more speed, yeah? Security should never compromise, yeah? So have you guys did any research? I know Adam researches a lot of stuff on Aleph-0, but,
Yeah. So, we generally don't think this can happen, but there is some research going on, but we're giving it some time. But when it comes to compromising on security, this is something that none of us should ever do, because short term it can, it can bring some short term results, but in the long run it's a very, very bad call. So. Yeah, that's it. We don't have any specific to share when it comes to, maybe solving the trilemma with the use of AI. No.
Okay. What do you think, Dima? Is there any chance AI can help with the trilemma?
Well, AI definitely no. Absolutely no. Some genius engineer who invents a new way how to make the scalability and speed flexible, maybe, but AI does not invent things. It only
Yet.
uses the knowledge base.
Yet.
Okay. Still, at the current landscape, it doesn't invent. Yeah. So. Yeah, I believe in genius engineers and genius humans, maybe, but at the moment it's hard to imagine. The industry is going to either new L1s or to roll-ups. In roll-ups, potentially you can play with speed and scalability, but you cannot play with security because it's taken from Ethereum. With L1s, definitely you can think about something flexible. I think it's possible, but I didn't see anything as you explained.
Mm-hmm. Sorry?
You already covered.
Okay. So, I think we are a bit over time. So if there are no more questions, anybody has a question, we'll take one or two questions. Anybody wants to ask a question about this? Okay. I think we're done. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.